Hi, this is Jaya. Now we shall see the summary of P.B. Shelley's Ozymandias. Now, Ozymandias is actually a sonnet. Sonnet means a 14 lines poem, and in that the first 8 lines will be in octave and the next 6 lines will be called as sestet. Now, if you count the number of words in each, that is actually it is syllables. If you count and see, you will find that they are 8. And Ozymandias is the name of an Egyptian king, Ramesses. And it is said that he wanted to erect a huge statue so that he could show to the world that he is a very powerful king. And we will see in this poem what Shelley is going to say. Now, Shelley starts a poem just like that. He says, I met a traveler from an antique land. He does not mention which land it is, but since we have done a little research, many critics, many scholars have said that this antique land must be Egypt. So Shelley says that he met a traveler who was from an antique land. Who said, that is the traveler said, two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Two vast means too huge. Trunkless means without the body, only the legs, and these legs are made out of stone, means we can understand it's a statue. Stand in the desert. So the statue is in a desert. Near them on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies. And he says, near those two vast trunkless legs, in the sand, there was a face. Visage means face, which was shattered. Shattered means when a statue becomes very old and when it is always like when the wind blows very strong, or when small dust particles or mud keeps on falling on the face of the statue will be shattered, almost broken. And it is half sunk, that is half of the face is already inside the sand and only half is outside. So he says, two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies. The face of that statue is there. Whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculpture well those passions read. So, the frown means when someone is irritated or when they are angry, the eyebrows will get wrinkled, it will come close and show that they are not in a very good mood. And wrinkled lips and sneer of cold command. Cold command is like, suppose in case someone is looking at you in a very cruel manner, showing their anger, you can find your chillness running in your spine. Your body will shiver. So that is called a sneer of cold command. So he is saying that face, in that face the frown, the wrinkled lip and the sneer of cold command was so clear that tells that its sculpture, that is the person who made the statue, well those passion read. That is, this sculptor who has made that statue has brought out not only the physical looks of the person of whom he is making the statue, but he has also brought out the nature, that is the character, the personality of that particular person. So the sculptor has told us through this statue what sort of a person is this man, which yet survive. And he is saying that frown, that wrinkled lip and that cold command is still there. It is so very evident, stamped on these lifeless things. That is, a statue is a lifeless thing, but the sculptor has given life to the character of that personality who he made the statue. The hand that mocked them, that is, these hands are the hands of the sculpture. And why Shelley is saying that the hands that mocked them, maybe the sculptor was compelled to make the statue, which he did not want, and so he has mocked the person who commanded him to make the statue by bringing out his real quality in the face of the statue and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal these words appear. Pedestal is the platform on which the statue is standing, and in that pedestal the following lines are there. My name is Ozymandias. So now we come to know whose statue it is. It is a statue of Ozymandias, king of kings. He says, I am king to all the other kings. Look on my works. Works here means his kingdom. So here he has made a mighty statue and he has kept it in a place where his kingdom is surrounding his statue. A mighty and despair. Look at the mightiness of it and get scared. But nothing beside remains. Now what has happened is the statue itself is broken and around that his mighty kingdom has disappeared. Nothing is there around the decay of that colossal wreck. So he says the statue is now a colossal wreck and around it nothing is there. Boundless and bare. That is how far you want to see also. If you look, you can. And this is how Shelley ends the poem. And see the beautiful way he has ended. He says, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away. See, there's only sand. And through this, he says that first, with the statue itself, he's telling of the nature of the person. And he says that nothing remains. So, however powerful you are, what will remain after you is only the good deeds, what you have done, or the bad deeds that you have done. So it's a beautiful and one of the famous poems of Shelley. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have anything to add on, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. Thank you.